Hello, it's me, Ganesh Kesi, and I'm here giving persuasive speech on does technology make us more alone? This entire speech is in favor of technology makes us more alone. It makes us alone socially and physically as well. Going into the topic, the main thesis statement here I am providing is technologies negatively influences human, mainly adults, more socially and make people more alone. Technologies make human being less social or antisocial. Technology is there to make us feel more good and connected, but in reality, it is making us isolated and taking us more far from our family, friends, and beloved ones. With an increasing change and growth in technology, there come changes in things which we don't even realize and just focus the news feeds and contents. We are surrounded by the technology wherever we go. Technology is more close to us rather than some human being. People are getting more into technologies rather than maintaining relationship among the people in the society. Recently, at an event of Samsung VR gear, all the audiences were wearing the VR gear and they didn't even realize that Mark Zuckerberg just passed by them. VR gear will take us one step ahead towards loneliness, as one using it will not even realize what is happening beside him. Indeed, technology makes us more alone. Trends and Health 2016. The more time we spend, the less social we are. The more time we spend on our phones, the less social we are. Technologies are making us close virtually yet further apart in reality. In this modern era, as per the development of technology, people can simply talk with one another living far away from each other. People from one place to another can talk with each other so easily through technology and social media. In previous times, all people of the all members of the family would sit together and talk about all the important as well as commonplace things. But it has become a ritual now to sit in front of the television while eating and not having a heart to heart chat. Rose 2017. Technologies are creating lack of interpersonal relationship. It's 2019 and it's almost impossible to do anything without the use of technologies. We can talk to people who are miles away, pay bills, do banking transactions, etc. But in the same time, the use of technology is decreasing. Person to person interaction with each other instead of meeting someone and hanging out with them. People more prefer to text messages or use cell phones to talk to people. An article in New York Times written by the founder of an online dating site www.datemyschool.com summed up the problem of his generation by saying that people in the 21st century are alone. We have so many new ways of communicating, yet we are so alone. Creating relationship between people through social media and use of technology seems to be less effective than the relationship made between people meeting with each other and having chats together. Technology is making us more alone because instead of interacting with person we are dependent on using our phones and tablets. We are forgetting how to use our basic communication skills because we are not interacting with each other anymore. We are too busy with our noses in our phones. Negative impact of technology in teenagers and students. Development of technologies and social media are turning teenagers and students more antisocial. Nowadays, most teens and students prefer and choose Samsung or Apple phones. They simply send text messages to each other rather than hanging out and interacting personally. According to CNN, most teens spend an average of 9 hours per day on their phones and social media. Experts from CNN research teams say that an average teen checks their social media literally 100 times per day. Teens spend more time on social media rather than exercising for a healthier life. Teenagers are in fact the ones who should be focusing and working, should be more focusing and who should be more focusing and working on the social and communicating skills which are emphasized in many future jobs in careers, but they are spending more time in texting, seeing what people are posting in social media, and gaming stuffs. Moreover, recent studies have found that despite being more connected than ever, more people feel more alone than ever. Surprisingly, those who report feeling most alone are those you would expect it from least young people under 35 who are the most prolific social networkers of all time. Another recent study found that 48% of respondents only had one confident compared to similar study 25 years ago when people said they had about three people they could confide in. So, as we have built expensive social networks online, the depth of our networks offline has decreased. So, it seems that because technology makes it easier to stay in touch while keeping distance, more and more people find themselves feeling distant and never touching, or at least not enough to avoid us feeling increasingly alone. That's it for the technology and all my claims tend to say that technologies makes us more alone day by day, though it's meant to be connecting one or two more people. Thank you.